ecosystems contain numerous factors that affect its success. In today's episode, we are going to look at the difference between biotic and abiotic factors and see how they interact to create a living, growing ecosystem. So what are biotic and abiotic factors? Biotic factors are the bio or living factors. So how do we know if something is living? Here is a list of 7 characteristics to help us classify something as living. It's made of cells or organized, it can reproduce, it can grow and develop, it needs energy, it can respond to stimuli, it can maintain homeostasis, and it'll evolve and adapt over time. You can learn more about each of the characteristics on this list in this video. One thing to know before we continue, dead or once living things are also considered biotic factors. The prefix A means without, and bio means life. So abiotic factors are the non-living elements of an ecosystem. These are the chemical and physical factors. Components such as water, sunlight, humidity, pH, temperature, and climate. For organisms that live in the water, sound waves, tides, water clarity, sunlight exposure, and pressure are all considered abiotic factors. Any ecosystem, no matter how large or small, will contain both biotic and abiotic factors. For example, a houseplant growing on a windowsill may be considered a small ecosystem. Biotic factors include the plant, the bacteria or organisms in the soil, and the human taking care of the plant and keeping it alive. Abiotic factors include light, the temperature, the soil, and the pot. In this rainforest, the biotic factors are the dead leaf litter, the spiders hiding underneath, the scurrying lizard and the tree that it's on, and the lichen growing on the branches. Some of the abiotic factors are the rainfall and the pH level of the soil. In this desert, the biotic factors are all the cactus, the bird living inside, and the scorpions hiding under rocks. An abiotic factor would be the lack of humidity or the dryness of this ecosystem. On this tiny island, the biotic factors are the seabirds and the seagrass growing on top. Abiotic factors are the salt content of the water and the erosion action of the tides and waves. To survive, these biotic factors need all of the abiotic factors. Even slight changes in abiotic factors can have a significant impact on the organisms in an ecosystem. Photosynthesis is a great example of abiotic factors such as sunlight, water, and the chemicals in the air working together with a living organism or a biotic factor, the plant. This is really important because every food chain or food web begins with plants or producers. This snowshoe hare changes the color of its fur as its environment changes to help it camouflage and avoid predation. The white snow is an abiotic factor that causes the hare to grow different color fur, so it's more successful in the environment. Bacteria, fungi, and microorganisms in the soil change the chemical composition. Algae and microorganisms in pond water change the oxygen level to make the water more or less hospitable to other organisms. Floods can change the terrain of an environment. Forest fires can be caused by lightning from thunderstorms, completely changing the physical and chemical makeup of the forest. What are the biotic and abiotic factors in your current ecosystem? Look around, see what you can identify. If you want to learn more science, you can check out this video next.